Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Big C Unfiltered. Now today is a bit of a weird one because I'm not actually talking about a topic. I'm here to promote something that I've done recently on my own and been dedicated to trying to create this thing that I've made. And I've got the first copy and it is actually currently on sale on Amazon across all different ones, so Amazon.com, Amazon.co.uk, all of them. The price is quite pricey, but any part of that earning that I get, half of it will be donated to Teenage Cancer Trust because they were a charity that supported me the most through my cancer treatment and my diagnosis. And I wanted to repay that favour because I feel like Teenage Cancer Trust are a charity who help support young people, and there are so many other charities out there that do help support young people, but as I am part of Teenage Cancer Trust Youth Advisory Group of 2025, I feel like it'd be something that I'm really proud to give back and show how grateful I am for everything they done for me, every bit of help they helped me with on the wards. And yeah, basically that is a little bit about it. But I am basically a self-published author. My new novel that I spent 15 months editing myself, making the cover, writing on my own about a young girl's perspective, which is really my perspective, but from the eyes of an avatar character. And my English teacher through GCSEs actually inspired me to use an avatar instead of using myself, and it helped me go into things more because I felt like I didn't have to feel like I was targeting myself in any way. So I created this character called Izzy. Now Izzy is a young girl, exactly like me, who experiences life from the changes from year 6 to year 7, beginning her secondary school years, and facing a lot of different things like bullying. She's facing medical traumas and everything throughout her year until year 10. Now, in the beginning years, it's just dealing with friendships, making new friends, and making them new connections, which she never thought she would ever be able to create, and dealing with her best friend and everything going wrong in her life. As it progresses onto the different chapters, it goes through injuries. So Izzy, the character, she goes through a severe leg injury during her year 8, year 9 years, where she ends up breaking her leg in 3 places, dislocating her kneecap, and also spraining her ACL through a cheerleading injury, which is exactly what happened to me. And it's all about the recovery process she took to do that. And then also talking about how kind of like cancer also played a role as she hit year 10. So just as she was supposed to be starting her year 10 years, she then gets diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and has to deal with that, as well as keeping up with her work and trying to battle the disease, which was really difficult. Dealing with critical care, life support machines, kidney dialysis, you name it, she went through it. She went through a tough diagnosis stage, and it was really, really hard for her to even feel like she could fit in. But that's basically what my book is about. It's about a young girl's life who has experienced these changes which affect her drastically, and her trying to build up the courage, the resilience and everything to try and push herself further, to try and push herself to her limits in a way where she can feel that she can support herself and stand on her own 2 feet. It's about the recovery process she takes from all of these different things that happen in her life to making it to where she is today. And while I've got this book published, I'm actually working on book 2, where it kind of reiterates what happened in book 1, but from a real life perspective. My book that I have wrote is from a almost fantasy side. It's about making things a positive outcome. But in reality, nothing was positive for me. Things took a lot of courage. Now, this book is brilliant in my eyes because it feels like I can tell my story. I can tell my story and show the world what young people can be going through. It shows that not every person's life is easy and it can go like that in a flash and just go like a smooth gliding pace. Some people have them bumps in their journey. Nothing is ever just a straight path. You always go down them side turnings and then you go back on track and then you go through your life. But there is always a bump in the journey. Now my book is called Tears in the Mirror. This is a book that is obviously not for resale, so it's got the signs on, but I designed the front cover, I designed everything in this book. I also added things like content warning pages, and it's about 370 odd pages, and it's telling the story of a young child who has been through hell and back but still managed to get where she was today. She still managed to battle that disease and she still managed to get into remission. Now, it's got a warning page in just because I know some topics that may come up in it may cause a little bit of trigger or trauma that other people may have gone through personally. And I wanted to make sure those things were covered. Now, it's just a book telling my story, which may not seem interesting to you, but to other people it is a big thing, because seeing somebody else's story can actually help you as an individual to grow and to learn, and help you understand how, yes, your life may be difficult, but everybody has their own things going on. So you have to be mindful about that, and you also have to learn how bad a situation may be or how bad the situation may seem. You just pursue through that and you keep pushing and pushing, and eventually sometimes there may be a light at the end of that road. And I'm really proud of this book, and it is on for sale, as I did say in the beginning, and anyone that can help by sharing the video, liking, commenting, anything, it will be a massive support to me, because it just helps me grow my audience and grow how many people can buy this book to help show the world what young people can be going through and the struggles that young children do go through, especially in their mental health, in their medical side of things maybe, and in their life in general, especially in school life, especially in that change from year 6 to year 7 and that change from year 9 to year 10. It's all about the work differences. And it may link to you in maybe a workplace. It may link to you if you're sitting in a hospital ward. And it shows that resilience that if I could do it, you can too. And it's just about having that little bit of a boost, that little bit of courage behind you, that oomph in your step, where you can push yourself and push yourself to where you want to be. Because it is possible. It is possible. And no matter how bad it is, no matter how hard it is, you can still push through it. And there's also a part in here where I do recognise those patients who may have not made it that far in their battles, who may have struggled to even make it to that stage of remission. But it doesn't mean they weren't brave enough to fight. It doesn't mean they did not fight at all. They still gave it their all to fight off a disease which was attacking them. They put all of their effort in. And sometimes cancer just takes over. Cancer has that upper hand, which is why cancer needs to be recognised. It needs to be seen as something that young people deal with and that young people do need support around. But I wanted to thank you and look out for my book on Amazon, Tears in the Mirror by Sophie Louise Halter.